This is my invention. This is hyperspin round. It is a rough drawing of a concept invention. It is not a working prototype. Obviously, more design and more technology development needed for this to work. It's only a rough drawing of a concept invention at this moment. Using the hyperspin technology I develop in my drawings for basically, for example, the hyperspin is real simple. You have moving objects on top of a moving surface, makes them faster. For example, if you have a train traveling 100 miles an hour and you're at the back of the train running at 10 miles an hour, that makes you total velocity 110 miles. So it makes you faster. Now in this case, you have, let's say you have a train traveling 100 miles an hour, and then you have a platform moving on top of the train 100 miles an hour, and then you have a third platform traveling 100 miles an hour, and therefore making that end projectile faster and faster and faster. Same concept. And in this case, we have a cylinder, and then inside another cylinder, inside another cylinder, and projectile. You can have two or multiple shells to work. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no limit. Obviously, be more heavier. The more projectiles, shells, the faster it's going to shoot that final projectile. It could be for small arms. It could be for warfare. It could be for tanks. It could be for aircraft carriers, and the technology is there for a lot of purposes. This is a hyperspin round, and it could be used for a lot of things. Like I said, in this case, you have ignition. Each one's got the powder built into it, or propulsion, whether it be a gas, chemical, or other. But anyway, in this case, this shell ignites it, and then this one goes off, and then this one, and then finally this one. Like I said, there's multiple. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't. There's no limit to it. But the point is, they all have to go off at the same time. So when you hit this, if it's, let's say this is a round, a small arms bullet or something, you hit the end of the cap, but you have to ignite all three at the same time. That's a key thing here. All have to be ignited approximately close to the same, so they all move at the same speed and velocity. So if this is spinning and this is hit in velocity, it has to go at the same speed, all three, or multiple. Like I said, in this case we have ignition, and this one shoots this one, and this one, sorry, shoot this one, and so on. So you have this round traveling very, very, very fast velocity, faster than a normal bullet or a round, or for, like I said, small arms, tank ammo, to a mega tank, or to a projectile from a aircraft carrier or whatever, they can use for defense. Anyway, like I said, this is a rough drawing. Obviously, it needs more design and development, in which I cannot offer. I'm only offering my concept invention, but not the development part or design. That's a different area, and I have too many drawings to even start that development myself, because I don't have that resources, and that's beyond me. Let's put it that way. I only enjoy drawing these for the purpose of developing technology for the world. In this case, for free, because I'm not charging nobody, and I don't make any money. It's just a hobby, and the hobby makes me happy, and so I draw these. They come out of the blue, and these are awesome technology. But this is just a concept invention. It's all based on hyperspin technology. Basically, moving on top of a moving surface multiple times makes an object faster. Whether it be an engine on top of an engine making it faster, and another engine making it faster, or a projectile, or even an arrow on top of an arrow on top of an arrow makes it faster, faster, faster. The technology is there for propulsion, rockets to projectiles to engines and beyond. This technology is called hyperspin technology. And like I said, in very simple terms, is basically objects that are moving in motion, moving on top of a moving object, make them faster. So you can have multiple moving surfaces to make them faster.